What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Double Dribble. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Kendall Brown, a player that I think should be in the conversation for being a top 5 NBA draft pick in this year's upcoming NBA draft. Before we get into the video, I just do want to quickly apologize if my voice sounds kind of nasally today. I kind of have a little head cold going on, so I do want to apologize for that. And I also want to say, if you're a fan of basketball, whether it be high school, college, or the NBA, make sure to hit the subscribe button, join the conversation. We love to interact with you guys in the comment section, so make sure to leave all those comments down below. Make sure to hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, and let's get right into the video. So like I said, today I want to talk about Kendall Brown. He is a player that I think is pretty underrated when it comes to this year's NBA draft, and a player that I think has tremendous upside, and is a player that should be in the conversation for a top 5 NBA draft pick this year. I don't know if he for sure will get drafted in the top 5, but I think he should be in that conversation, and I think that he's one of those guys that he will be a kind of a sleeper pick no matter where he gets drafted or wherever he goes in the NBA. So let's get right into looking at some of his numbers and get into why I think he should be in the conversation and why I think he'll be a sleeper pick. So Kendall Brown is a freshman at Baylor. He is 6'8", 205 pounds, listed as like a small forward. So far this year, he is currently averaging 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, 1.8 assists. He's shooting 61.7% from the field. He's shooting 32% from the three-point line, but he does only shoot 1 3-point attempt per game, 73% from the free throw line. He's also averaging 0.3 blocks per game and 1.1 steals per game. He's doing all this in only 26 minutes of play per game. He started all 25 games for the Baylor Bears. I don't know exactly what they're ranked right now, but I'm pretty sure they're top 10 in the nation. You know, starting every single game. He plays only 26 minutes per game, and I think he hopefully will be getting some more minutes because they just had an injury, and I think they'll be needing his size a little bit more going down the stretch or the end of the season. So far he's having a solid freshman year, nothing too crazy. But honestly, the numbers and kind of the points per game and things like that aren't exactly what you're looking for in Kendall Brown at the moment, or isn't what kind of gets me excited about him as a player, as a prospect coming to the NBA. So looking at why I think he should be in the conversation for a top 5 pick, I just want to read you guys off this quick little scouting report for this upcoming NBA draft that I found online. And I want to hear from you guys if this doesn't sound like a top 5 pick, or a player that should be in the conversation for a top pick in the draft. So it says, Brown is an extremely athletic wing prospect with springs in his legs who has all the makings of a future NBA player. He's a standout defender, a great transition player, and an emerging offensive talent. His physical profile is elite. He's an above-the-rim player with great vertical explosion, quick twitch athleticism, and great change of direction. Brown has a nice feel for spacing on the offensive end and he's great at making cuts to the basket and going backdoor for lobs and layups. He's mostly a straight-line driver who's developing his creativity with the ball. Once he gets the ball in the wing or in the lane, he's one of the best finishers at the rim in his class. Brown brings it on the defensive end and is really standout on this end of the court. He's got the size and athleticism to guard 1 through 4, and he very much fits into the modern switch everything defense. So just reading that quick scouting report, I couldn't agree more with all the things said on that scouting report. Just looking at some of the potential, I think you gotta talk about that even more, because I think that is one of the main things that you would be drafting him for. So looking at his game as of now, like it says in there, we already know that he's an elite athlete. He's one of the bounciest players in college basketball. He's a great finisher around the rim, finishing above the rim, finishing through contact, finishing with some finesse every once in a while. He's really, a great finisher because of that, or a lot of that has to be because of him being an elite athlete. At 6'8", 205 pounds, he can finish over people, he can finish through people. He can finish in a variety of ways. He can post up smaller guards. He can really do a lot of things in the paint and scoring, at the rim. And then looking at the defensive side of the ball, he is an elite defender. Like it says in there, he can guard 1 through 4, and I think that is something that is needed nowadays, and especially in the NBA, is to be able to switch everything, guard multiple positions, guard point guards, guard power forwards, switch on the 5s, and be able to hold your own. I think he's the type of player that can do that at the NBA level, and it's one that really, will be able to shut down a lot of other teams' best players. Use his size, use his athleticism, uses his length to really, kind of harass players and make it difficult for them. And he is, like I said, he's one of the best defenders in the nation, and a lot of that has to do because of his size and his athleticism and his frame. He's got a really big frame, and I think that he can continue to even fill that out a little bit more, and is just really will always be a great defender. And he is a great defender at college, and will bring that to the NBA and continue to be a great defender in the NBA. So now looking at why I think he should be in the conversation, I think it's really about potential here, and that's what a lot of these top draft picks are. They're about drafting an 18, 19-year-old kid that will be able to develop in a couple years, and then help that team turn it around and start winning games. I think that Kendall Brown is one of those players that if you can teach him how to shoot the ball, or be able to get him to shoot the ball more confidently and shoot the ball more often, I think that's able to be done and should be able to be done. His form is looks pretty solid. I just think he needs to shoot the ball more and get more comfortable with shooting the 3-ball often. And then I think he's a really scary player. I mean, he's got tremendous upside. Like I said, he's great defensively. He's good in his certain ways offensively. And if you can continue to develop that, develop his shot, develop his creativity with the ball, be able to get his own bucket off the drive, off the bounce. I think there's just so much upside for him, so much potential, and so much room for him to grow, even though he already is a really solid player. So I think he definitely should be in the conversation for a top 5 pick. I don't know if he will go there for sure, but I think he should be in the conversation. So let me hear from all you guys in the comment section down below. I'll do a full scouting report or kind of draft breakdown once it gets closer to the draft. But I want to hear from you guys now. If you guys see the same thing as I am, or if you guys think I'm crazy for saying he should be a top 5 pick, leave all that in the comment section down below. Make sure to hit the like button on this video, hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.